Hey Pisces, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the week ahead. This is Jamie if we haven't met. And whoa, I don't know how some of you went through this full moon energy and the heightened part of the lunar eclipse. It was a partial eclipse, but very much focused on, I think getting to the bottom of some relationships. Some things that people are feeling may have been deeply expressed. You may have seen a little bit of rah-rah energy, as I like to call it. People really just pushing out and expressing what's going on, what they're feeling. I don't know your own experience, Pisces, but please, I'd love to hear in the comments below. So feel welcome to tell us one common theme that you experienced. If you want to explain the energy, just use a single word. Let us know below. All right, guys, so we're going to check in for your energies for the week ahead and see how the supportive energy that came through for Pisces, because I do feel that, Pisces, even though you may have experienced something from other people, I just feel that for you itself, that you may have found that you were more so battling other people's whatever's going on. So that still would have impacted you. You may be feeling a little drained, but I feel the energy will pick up this week for you. So let's see, as I said, let's see what's going on. I really do hope that you get the messages that you need. If you're new here, welcome. Please feel welcome to subscribe to the channel. It allows us to stay connected. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Soulvine Tribe. The last week, because energetically, there was just not much more I could give Pisces. So I'm just sharing that with you and those that are connected. But I've got some really cool things coming out for you. My mum heads back to Australia as well. So I've just been soaking that up as much as I can. But you've been on my mind, and I haven't had any key messages other than what I have shared on the channel here. But like I said, I've got some cool stuff connecting for you. If you want to connect to that, you just need to subscribe in the first link below, soulvineco.com/meetup. All right. Main energies: triumph, sacral chakra, passion ignited, heartache, and loss. Yeah, I can still feel right now a little bit of drained energy, Pisces. I think there's something that you're going after, that you're starting to get a little bit of successes and probably building up some confidence within yourself. With this sacral chakra energy, this is a lot around creativity. This is also a lot about, I'm getting creativity is really what's coming up here. Something's emerging, and the sacral chakra too is a lot around our sexual energy. And I like this because we don't realize that when we're in our feminine, when we're in that space, we command a lot of presence. Okay. And I feel like that's firing up. So you might find it's a different confidence to our third chakra, which is, around our solar plexus. This is the sacral. So this is a little further down, but I feel like there's something that's expanding, that's growing, but you're holding that presence that comes with it, kind of just very much knowing who you are and walking forward in that energy, because we're seeing the passion ignited too, which is a lot talking about, I feel just I think you're getting very certain of what you're doing and where you're going. So something's exciting you, Pisces, and I like that. We're still sitting with heartache and loss. I'm feeling, the best way to explain it is I'm feeling space clear out. It could be someone that you're dealing with this heartache and loss. Just there's been a little bit of things that I feel from this energy over these last couple of days. You just may be feeling a little defeated in one area of your life, but another area of your life, I think you're starting to get a bit clearer and a bit more determined of pushing forward with that energy, whatever that energy is. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what the week ahead wants us to know, and get some further clarifiers. I'm actually going to get the Kipper to start off with, just to see more on what this energy is about, because the Kippers just give us a bit more detail, and I like the detail with the Kipper. All right, let's see what we need to know here. And I might even get some more at the end just for further clarification. Okay. So we've got high honor, main male house. Yeah, I like this, Pisces, because there's someone here that is recognizing, I think, themselves and how they need to, or what's important in the way that they show up with integrity, with strength. And I feel this is around the home space, creating a safe, warm presence in the home, doing the right thing for not just themselves, but for those around them. So, this main male, this is obviously showing up as masculine energy. So we can also see that there's movement forward happening. There's something that's being excited or looked at as a potential of something that's exciting that wants to be pursued here. And whatever's moving or shifting forward, because like I said, I feel space opening, but someone's still going to probably carry a little bit of like, maybe being a little bit flat, a little bit down and out, even though they've got excitement in towards something else. We want that, right? We want that something to pursue because it allows us to keep, I guess, moving forward. But there is something that is also feeling deflated in the heart space as well. But I feel these are two very different energies that someone's possessing about two very different things. But I feel like someone's really starting to see a truth of the matter, truth of the situation on how they need to show up as well. And I just think there's self-reflection is a huge one right now, guys. I'm really telling you that because it keeps coming up. But I feel, yeah, there's just doing the right thing for the family, for the home space. This is really important right now. All right, what else do we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Tough. Okay. So awakening. We've got the Ace of Emotions. We've got the Seven of Emotions. And we've got the Ten of Materials. Okay. This is wonderful. Again, we've got another ace energy showing up here. I really feel, so this is kind of like the hidden energy that we're in or the influence. So we're seeing here that someone is expanding and awakening to something, Pisces, whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with. I'm feeling more so this is a vice versa energy. So check in with that. But like I said, this high honor, I feel like someone's waking up to something. I really do. It's like they've recognized too that I think this is both counterparts, maybe something that happened over this full moon energy. If this is relationship related, like to a relationship in your life, doesn't necessarily have to be love. This could be like someone that you work with. This could be family, whatever this may be. I feel like people are figuring out where they both need to show up better in a bit more heart-centered approach, maybe, because I feel like if there has been conflict or has been anything that needed to be faced, it needed to be faced because it was very tiresome, the way that things were happening or kept happening over and over. And it's something that needed to clear out. But as part of that, the masculine energy is needed, not just the feminine energy to be compassionate, more compassionate and empathetic. I think there's also this part of the wanting to create change. And that's the main male energy is needed to do that and to really look at the home space and how to lead that in a stronger unit and a stronger way. And someone's awakening, I feel, to this. With this Ace of Emotions, it's like, I want this fresh start. I want this overflowing love in my life, but I also know that I've got to be that person or that energy and showing up that way. But with the Seven of Emotions that's showing up here, it's like people need to start making decisions on what they're going to come with. When you think of the Seven Emotions, there's seven different elements that show up in the emotional cups, which come with choice, right? And again, a lot of this is about self-awareness, understanding, compassionate, and looking at also too how other people operate and what kind of cup they need when you're coming towards a certain situation, okay? And not every cup's going to be the same when it comes to the emotional needs of other people. So I think this is greater than just ourselves, Pisces, and this is what's coming into awareness. I think people are just getting a little bit more emotionally intelligent on how to interact. With the Ten of Materials, this is showing that the potential here is huge. The potential here of really stepping into a very solid, unified, connected space, whether this is with your loved ones, family, workplace, whatever that 10 of materials is to you, because that's going to be unique to you. These are general readings. So, take what resonates. But I just feel like finally things are coming into unison, into a strong unit, into a strong place. And the abundance starts growing from here. So it's like that's what you're working towards, and it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's a step by step. It's going to take some patience and time, but we can see this expanding and opening up, and I really like that because I feel like it's people getting on the same page and path. Let's have a look how the past impacts the present and what we need to know about that. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the Muse of Materials, 5 of Emotions, 4 of Emotions. Yeah, I think someone or something's realizing here that operating from a space of disappointment all the time, or feeling like kind of cold and turned off. That's what I kind of feel like. Someone might be shut down emotionally with this 5 of Emotions energy. And when they operate from this place, there's no real substance, right? And it's not just in that person. It impacts and overflows to other things. And I feel like this Muse of Material energy is like the heightened part of, again, understanding oneself and how one operates. There's a lot of eyes opening to how someone is operating, and it's usually to oneself. And I think just something's happening here that's really wonderful, Pisces, that people can self-reflect on to be able to shift and change moving forward. We can see here this Muse of Materials is, stepping into that oneself of being very, I feel the grounded home space is really important. Someone's recognizing how important this is to show up in that presence, to make a difference, not just for themselves, but for those around them. And sitting in this energy is not what's going to support it. And I think they're finally like, again, this click wake up call, but a part of it had to also be looked at and upon. So whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, but Pisces, there's just some really fair, opening, heartwarming energy that's coming through, and just wanting to make a difference in the way someone holds their own presence for themselves, like I said, and for others. When we get into the headspace, we've got the 6 of Voices, the 9 of Voices. Okay. We've got the Sun energy. Great. The Hanged Muse and the 8 of Emotions. So there's definitely someone thinking about, how do I get to more peace? How do I get to more calmer thoughts, calmer thinking, calmer way of being? Okay, the 6 of Voices is very much around our headspace and moving to a place that, taking that step, taking that way of being just to like chill. The 9 of Voices, though, it's going to be a battle. And I don't know if this is a battle for you or someone, but there's something here is like someone's fighting their own way of thinking here and their thoughts. And we can see that someone does come from a place of lack, a place of coldness and can be shut off now and then, okay? But I love seeing the Sun because it shows that someone's truly trying to make an effort. Someone is truly trying to heal here and be full of more light, life force. I feel someone's really pleading and begging right now for whatever experiences that they're going through internally to just kind of be free from it. But I like that we're seeing the 9 of Voices to the Sun, because a new perspective is needed here, a new perspective, and walking away from the way that they used to think or the way that they used to be. Someone could be thinking about moving away from something that isn't helping the way that they operate or think about things, but we'll see where this further takes us, Pisces, okay? So let's have a look at what the what's near here. What's near and next? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I like it. We've got the Muse of Emotions. One more. Thank you. And we've got the Empress. This is beautiful. So this is really talking about, something happening here, Pisces, where there is a lot of emotional contentment, emotional just togetherness for someone. So we can see this transforming. So like I said, if something has been a little tumultuous with the way people are communicating, speaking, thinking, because sometimes just someone's thoughts, the way that they're thinking about things, and then they communicate that, it can be really like you become part of that energy as much as that you don't you may not be like that, but eventually if someone comes across as angry, frustrated, there's only so much a person can take, and you end up sometimes giving that back. And I can see that this is smoothing out if that's been like that, or someone's been a little bit intolerable. We can see that there's something shifting here, which I really like. And the Empress energy too is really talking about I think a part of you, like just owning who you are, Pisces, and really wanting to be that, just that energy that can hold people together, but in a way that whatever you're radiating and however you're showing up, this is like a double emphasis on this, is really lifting up a lot of things around you, a lot of situations around you. And I don't know what it is. It's like I'm seeing you in this love and light energy that's allowing you to do what you need to do and be in a place that you really want to be for yourself. It's like you're progressing in your own aspirations here, and you're starting to see the magnetic energy flow to you and through you, which is also lifting up those around you. There's something that's transforming in you, not just those around you. And there's just a lot more strength emotionally, and what you're starting to bring in. This is a very abundant energy. There's just something about you that's happening here. I'm just sensing a lot of peace, and this is nice. A lot of peace. Yeah, I don't know what else to say here, but that's just what's coming through. A lot of peaceful place that you're shifting into emotionally. That's bringing in a lot of beautiful stuff for you. All right, let's have a look at, thank you, your strength in this place. So this is your power in this situation. Yeah, I feel this is like with the 10 of voices and the 3 of emotions energy. And I know there's not much space here. Let me see what we can do. I'm feeling here, Pisces, that your power here is really ending any thinking, thoughts, belief systems of what other people have done. I think, and what I mean by that is that maybe something that has been revisited in a connection or a situation that you keep talking about, like it's impacted you, impacted them, but it's something that's been focused on, and you're just not getting anywhere, right? It's like having the same conversation over and over again with no solution. And I feel like there's something with that energy that's clearing out here with this 10 of voices. So it's kind of, I feel that's coming to an end, because we can see here something that you're doing and the way that you're showing up and the way that you're thinking about things is making a huge shift, not just for you, but even the people that are around you. But I think this has also helped because someone's figuring out their own stuff and recognizing the way that they're operating isn't helping either. So I think you guys are figuring something out here, which I like. And it's talking about, again, getting to this place of like you being happy being you, but also you finding your own community, your own friends, and a network that also lifts you up as well. I think this is going to be incredibly important for you right now, is getting more connected to people and places and things that are very uplifting, and that you can just be a bit free in a different way. So if you're in a connection, maybe you do have a great friend. Maybe you do have a great network that you spend time with in the workplace. Maybe you have an amazing spouse or a relationship that might be, it could be even rocky, okay? And it just needs to be infused with a new energy. And the only way to get the new energy is for you to step outside a little bit more, doing a little bit more for Pisces. So like I said, I just feel for some of you, it's just getting a little energy in a little new space that's going to put a fresh life force in it, okay? And I feel that's going to be incredibly supportive for you. So we're having a look at the environment. 9 of materials. We don't read reversals, guys. If you're new here, the energy will tell me. So 9 of materials, 6 of emotions, 5 of inspirations, the Hierophant. There's definitely something that's come to an end, Pisces, and I feel that whatever's come to an end, it doesn't mean an actual relationship. It could be a situation, like I said, a belief, an experience that you've been through, any hardships, difficulties. I'm just getting a lot on some way around communicating, okay? I feel like this is going to there's something about you that you're really strengthening in your presence, Pisces, and I just feel like there's a new successful chapter happening for you, okay? I really, really am feeling this. And I think this is also a time with this Six of Emotions energy. There might be also a time where you get to use what you know, to apply what you've learned along the journey and along the path. Because this 5 inspiration too is talking about the approach. The approach that you're thinking about is very different for maybe a lot of different ways people might think about something, and to get to the result. And I think you guys are figuring out that that's not the way that's going. Like, you can have different perspectives. It doesn't mean that it's wrong, but I think that, again, there's some understanding that's happening here that's so nice, Pisces, that it's okay to agree to disagree. Yeah, getting that out right. And I think the approach is what's going to be incredibly important, because with the Hierophant here, it's talking about making a commitment of looking at the conflicts in the past that haven't worked, the conversations, the battles of views and opinions that's not what's going to be supportive for you guys or for the situation that you're dealing with. It's remembering that the approach needs to have a little bit more gentleness, a little bit more like universal love, universal kindness. And that's going to make a huge difference here in the approach. But it's like you need to self-reflect on the ways things happen in the past that didn't work, to how you can have a different approach. And I think, again, it's a new life force. Someone's got a new life force in them that's going to allow to support this from a stronger place. And I really do like that. So let's have a look at the hopes and fears and what we need to know. Hopes and fears. Thank you, Spirit. It's given us 4. 4 of materials, the Moon, the Hermit, the Tower. Yeah, there's some fears more so, I feel, Pisces, that it's like you're waiting for something to happen. I think there's something to, like, I don't know, for some of you, I'm getting a few different messages coming through. For some of you, this is like worried that you're not going to be able to keep holding on or creating what you're creating or what you had. And example, it could be like, for some of you, if this is money related, you had some sense of security. Maybe there's not that anymore. For a relationship, maybe there was some sense of security, and there's just a little bit of like holding on because you're worried like something's going to shake up even further, or come into your life or world that's just, it's like you're not ready for it, and you don't want it, and you don't want to deal with it. But it's also like you're wanting a safe passage, knowing that whatever path that you're on a safe, protected place. And I just feel a lot of this is in our headspace as well, like our self-fulfilling way of thinking. I think you're also trying to understand what is intuitively led. I don't think there's things intuitively led. I think you're trying to release certain things here. I can see holding on but release, holding on and but releasing. So maybe that's part of a hope for a desire for something to heal and to work its way out, and to rebuild from what has been broken. And I feel like that's actually a positive energy that is transmuting. But I think it's also going to be important the way you're thinking about something. So let's have a look at what the outcome here is for the week that we need to, be mindful of, and what the potential of something is here. Thank you, Spirit. Share more for our Pisces. Thank you. High Priestess, the Wheel, 4 of Voices, Strength. I'm going to get a couple more. But kicking off here, Pisces, I think there's part of you questioning your future, your path, your destiny here, Pisces. The Wheel of Fortune's been coming up a little bit, and I think you're trying to gain insight on what you need to do to shift something, to clear something in a way that is going to bring peace to a situation. For some of you, you might find that you're wondering what's happening because something has gone a little bit radio silence is what it's given me. And with this strength energy, it's also I just feel like there's a time for you right now, Pisces, that as you're moving through this and making progress in one area of your life, there's another area of your life that's still a little on shaky ground. And we can see this heartache and loss showing up as part of that energy. And we can see like new perspectives are needed, but you're also building a new strength and a new power within yourself. Okay. But a part of this too, I can see that there's something that you're wanting to see. You're thinking that there's something that you should know, or that you're going to learn or find out. And I think you're worried of just what's next. And because you're not feeling on solid ground about something is just what I'm feeling. And Spirit's asking you to hold strength right now. The spaces is I think an incredibly important piece for something to change that needed to be changed. And I think this is the follow through from this energy or eclipse energy that's coming on through. Let's see what else we need to know about this. I just want to get a couple more. I'm going to get a different deck. So let's see what else we need to know about this. And then I'll get you a final message from the Talaman Oracle. I find that Talaman Oracle is pretty cool. Or maybe I'll just get more Kipper. Let's see how we go. What else do we need to know here about the strength energy? Okay, we've got Four of Swords again. Tell us more about this Four of Swords energy. Tell us more about this Four of Swords energy. Four of Swords, what do we need to know? Okay. We've got the Sun, Pisces, and we've got the Six of Cups. So I feel what's happening here, you guys are really reflecting on past experiences here, on what you had, and how to get back to this happiness. You might just find that things are going to be a little quieter than normal with a certain connection or a certain person, but I feel like this is on purpose. This is an important piece to the puzzle, because you guys still need to learn something here, it seems, okay? But a part of this learning is really recognizing that each within us is a child that has learned our own ways of being and behavior. This is from something that we've learned growing up, but it also, that inner child, doesn't matter how old we are, we need to nurture that. We need to nurture that ourselves. But the people that are around us, that spend a lot of time with us, I think there's also self-reflection here to nurture that in each other, okay? Because I think sometimes we forget, we're still like, it doesn't matter how old you are, there's still that child within, that is still learning, that is still growing. We don't stop growing. When we stop growing is when we're dead on this level, on this, earthly playing field. So I just feel like there's something here about still growing and still expanding in who you are, Pisces, and shining the light on that version of you, and recognizing that, like, you need nurturing too. And I think a part of this, like I said, there's someone that you're close to that I think also needs to identify that within themselves, and also those that they care about and those that they love. There's something about that here that just, I think, a more wonder and more, I still feel like, because the sun's healing energy, it's the sun's beautiful. Like when you think you sit in the sun when it's not too hot, and it's just that balanced energy of being out in the sun, and you just feel like it shine on your face. Or when you put something out in the sun, you know that it's like purifying for many things, but when you magnify it, it can burn. So I just feel like there's this part of you're going to find some things are going to quieten down a little bit, but I think this is also going to give you time to focus on the other things that you need to focus on and build, and just start loving yourself more, putting more energy into yourself. So I don't know if you journal, you do gratitude work, you do meditate, you pray, whatever that you do that keeps you feeling more charged, like electrified, doing what you got to do. Like some might just like exercise, you might have hobbies, you might dance, you might play golf, you might go surfing, I don't know, skiing. Coming into winter season. For some of you it's beach season wherever you are, but I just feel like there's something here that there's a lot more joy coming on in. But to get to that place, something had to really heal and had to have like a really specific essence on this healing. So I just feel like there's going to be, maybe this week, things might be a little quieter, but that's good, because when things are quieter, it means that peace is coming in, understanding is coming in, because the four of voices is very much about self-care and healing, but also like that sense of peace and rest. You can see a little bit different energy in these two, right? One just feels like a little like overwhelm, enough, I can't keep operating at that level, I need time out. And the other one is, I'm soaking up this energy, I'm soaking up this quiet time, I'm soaking up this self-care. So that's really coming in here, guys. Let's just get a couple more. Kipper, false person, marriage, didn't this come up the other week? Community. This energy, I mean, I'm just getting more so that maybe this person right now is wearing a mask, trying to make out they're okay. The community is like the work that you do, or the work that you're doing out there, connecting with people. What do we need to know about this false person? Interesting. Great fortune, thief. Okay, just be careful who you're giving your money to, Pisces. What else do we need to know? So for some of you, I just feel like someone might be presenting themselves that they're doing well, they're wealthy, they're successful. So whoever's trying to, this could be in any scenario. I don't know what dealings you're having with money right now, or exchange of something, contracts, offers, opportunities. I just feel right now, Pisces, there is someone who might be presenting a little bit of false hope here, and to have great fortune and thief, that's kind of, and a false person. I mean, I think you can put the story together there as well. This is something to be cautious about. This is probably a side note to something or a situation. So just be careful here. Because you might find someone that you were close to, that you thought was honest, genuine. Maybe you've spent a lot of money on them, given them a lot of things. Again, this could be a person that you're connected to, or an opportunity that's showing up for you. And I don't know, I feel like they're just going to be gone cold out in the wind somewhere. Let's get a couple more on this marriage energy. This is mature woman and community. Let's get a couple more. Yeah, they're seeing like this mature woman energy showing up. There could be someone, I don't know if this is like a maternal figure, or someone who kind of commands that energy, where they feel, you know, they're an older person. There's someone worried for you, Pisces, or someone that you're dealing with. I did mention about money being a concern over here. That could also be for some of you if you're looking to, maybe you're retiring or looking how am I going to keep making this work financially. Maybe you're concerned about that and taking that leap. For some of you, it could be a change in just circumstance in general, whether this is around your family. Maybe some of you, considering separating or divorcing, that comes up as another concern. For some of you, just maybe not being able to get work, because we can see that this is a concern here, but I can also see there's things that you're trying to do or aspire and worried that is this going to come and work out the way that it's meant to work out. I'm finding this thief energy interesting because I also think for some of you, whatever you're trying to invest in, you might be thinking that you're getting taken for a ride. And I think there's concern about it. I just think you need to look a little bit deeper into it, because I feel like there's something else going on there. It's not that I'm not saying it's not genuine, but I'm not saying it is. I just feel like there's something else going on underneath that. And I just think it's just a little flag to pay attention to and to look more into in terms of opportunities, no matter what it is. Anything that's got to do with a money exchange, contract exchange, or if you're going through a hardship right now, I feel like this is an important time to just protect yourself a little bit more. Just be a bit smart in protecting your things, your finances, your material things. Just think of things that are in your name or not in your name. I'm just getting be mindful of that, okay? So let's get one final message from Spirit. Cast away negativity. I'm going to read that one for you, Pisces. Okay. So this one talks about, this is interesting. Choose carefully your friends and the people you surround yourself with. At times, you may need to temporarily distance yourself from people who cannot see your vision and are not in a place to understand your opinion and feelings. Allow them to grow stronger and try to see why they feel vulnerable. The rose in the snake's mouth, which we can see here, represents kindness. Soften the negative words and thoughts by adopting a positive attitude. Consider whether it's more important to be right or to build a happy and peaceful presence. With a bit of kindness, you might be able to turn the currents in your favor. Playing games is not the path you want to take now. The sword in this card is a symbol of protective power, but also of honor and justice. Holy cow. Could you get a card any more clearer? Could you get a card any more clearer? We did talk about, we have the honor card here, Pisces, and I have been saying about where conversations are happening. I think you're taking a different approach towards things, and this is really going to shift something. Even if someone else is still doing that, I think you're going to have such a strong influence here. Amongst it, yeah, I'm just getting some essence here of just be really mindful where you're spending your time, what you're looking at, and the approach towards it. And like I said, just look into something here just around your money. Make sure it's safe, secure, that, people don't have access to it. I'm even getting, just to let you know, even some wills or life insurances or something, just maybe you haven't visited that for a while and something to check on, okay? But yeah, I think there's just a few things on your own assets, finances. Just hold on to how you're handling them right now, or revisit them and look at finer prints and things like that, especially if you're going into a new marriage. If you're in a marriage that might be a bit shaky, if you're looking at getting into partnership with an opportunity or someone, there's something there that you need to pay attention to, okay? Sending a whole bunch of love and support. This is going to be a pretty interesting week, Pisces, but keep shining in this essence. Keep bringing that sun energy, that healing energy, your bright light, because that is what's going to make a powerful difference to the successes and growth that you're having in your life. Bye now.